Hey guys, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. As you see, we've got the old PlayStation 2 up on the television. It's on your screen directly behind me. We've got the old browser setting and things going on there. You don't have the audio currently, but it's going to be coming in. Old Stream Elements coming into the chat. I see what you did, Stream Elements. Thank you guys for coming in and being here. For those of you on Stream Elements. So you should be able to hear the old waves now. I'm going to turn that off for a few minutes and go into the intermission screens while we talk about some stuff. So today, I want to let you guys know I did a nice little pickup, a nice little PlayStation 2 pickup on some games. And some of these games I've only seen once or twice in person at all whatsoever. And some of these games I've seen quite a bit, you know. But as you see inside the description today, you know, we're going to be doing a game review on some of the games. The first one I'm going to talk about is The Great Escape. Well, before we get there, let's talk about Blasted Machines Tech Shop in Cleveland, Tennessee. So these guys, I've bought some games from in the past quite a bit. They've done a really good job just being a great shop and trying to hold themselves together. Now, they're a hole in the wall. They're probably a store about the size of anybody's regular bedroom. So if you have a regular house, 12 by 12 or 13 by 13 bedroom, but they are packed wall to wall full of stuff. You need controllers for your GameCube, for your Xbox 360, for your PlayStation 2. You need Wii replacement parts. And what I mean by that is you need controllers, you need the sensors, you need any of that stuff. They've got you covered, guys. If you need replacement cords, they've got you covered. They carry the old school brand of stuff, which holds its own warranty, and they absolutely stand by their warranty with the stuff that they've got. So I would highly recommend getting your products there at Blasted Machine Tech Shop. They are at Woodridge Crossing. It's 2173 APD 40, Cleveland, Tennessee, 37323. You can find them on Facebook. Their phone number is 423 303 8335. So that's Blasted Machines Tech Shop in Cleveland, Tennessee. And that's where I went to get this stuff at. So before I show you what's on the card, the opposite side of this card, what I paid for everything, I want to go over some of these games and let you know. So let's start with The Great Escape. So the case is not in the best quality. It's got some sticky stuff here on the top. But as you see with me, guys, that case is in beautiful condition. The coloring all the way around is just in beautiful condition for this. And when you open it up, now it didn't have the warranty registration card, but it does have this little bad boy, the manual that's in here with it. That's very rare to find on The Great Escape. Extremely rare to find. This was a limited quantity game. It was only sent out to certain stores like Electronics Boutique. So whenever it was out and it was running through with its quantities that were available, a lot of people just threw this game out because it was done by Gotham Games and MGM Studios, and it really wasn't as you say, a really desirable or collectible game at the time, and it wasn't really well known. So a lot of people just threw it out. Now on the back of the case down here, it's got a little bit of bubbling as well. That's on the bottom, right where my finger's going through. So this game has been used, as you can tell. And let's look at the game directly. Now, I believe this is a white back. It is. It's one of the white back ones. So the front of the game is beautiful. Let's look at the back of the game here. You see that beautifulness that's right there? Not a scratch on the surface of the game. It's either been resurfaced really well or it was just really well taken care of. And, you know, this is one of those games that isn't really a whole lot in money. You can get it for under, I would say, about $10 is a good buy on this game. But I'm going to tell you right now, I got it for about $7 and some change. So, you know, so coming from that side of it, sorry, let me move this light over just a hair. Coming from that side of it, you have to look at the aspect that I'm coming at from. So under $10 is a great buy. $7 and some change is an excellent buy on this game. And we're going to see if it works here in just a second. But let's go through some other games that I got there too. So the second one is going to be the National Rifle Association's Gun Club. So it's this bad boy right here, guys. And this case is actually in good condition other than it's got some sticky stuff right there in the corner. And the coloring on everything is really good. It's really been really well taken care of, really been moved through. And then the same thing here. Now, this was done by Crave. This game was made by Crave. But I've got everything but the warranty registration card on the inside of this one. So it came with the manual, it came with everything, and that's a pretty rare find for the gun club. And this game here, I've seen maybe 3 times in my life in person. It wasn't one that was really desirable back then, but it's starting to pick up as the desirability for the PlayStation 2 has started moving forward. And you know, it's not really an expensive game. I got it for about $4. I paid about $1 over retail value of what it's worth. 3 to 310 to 350. 350 would be normally the max that you would pay, but I got a deal with this. So, and that's because I got an extremely rare game inside this for next to nothing, basically. Um, so you know, I was happy to pay a little bit extra for this game to get the bundle deal. So, you know, it's give and take. Sometimes you make some choices, you have to realize if the game is worth it or not. So the next one that we've got here is HotShots Golf 3 that came through. Now, this one don't have the sticky stuff. This one's been doing pretty good. This one's had a good life in this case. Now, the outside of the container is a little bit rougher than what I would like. And what I mean by that is it's got some markings and stuff on the inside here. Now, I've got the game in my hand. I'll put it back in the case for you guys so you can see that. Beautiful. But it did come with everything. The manual on the inside, the handbook on the inside, the game itself on the inside. Had everything beautiful. Now, this one here is a white back as well, but it's got a couple scratches on the back side of this one. And it just needs to be resurfaced or retouched up just a little bit, but I'm sure it would play just fine. And we'll get into that here in a second. I'll make sure that we test all these games out. Now, this one here, it really depends on condition and which version you get. So the greatest hit version is about $4, $4 to $4.50, somewhere in that area would be what you would expect to pay retail for this. I got this for $4 even retail price is what I paid for it. So I was happy with that. Now the black edition, instead of the greatest hits edition, it runs about the same price, between $4 and $4.50, depending on condition, depending on what's going on, what's inside of it. And if you're looking for collectability, make sure it's got the manual. See if it's got the registration card. See if it's got posters on the inside, because some of these did have some posters on the inside of them. So you can get a lot of good stuff for that price of $4 to $4.50. The next game I got on the list, now this one is more of a national put out. Like, it was everywhere whenever we were growing up. I remember this one in every household had a copy of this just about. And if they didn't, they were trying to get a copy of this game. And there's 3 of them in the series. It's Socom US Navy SEALs 3. Now this one does have a little bit of sticky stuff right up here on the top. And then this clear plastic is a little bubbled at the bottom down here, just a little bit. But I mean, overall, I mean, you got to think we're talking PlayStation 2. We're talking about something that came out in the 2000s, you know. So for this stuff to be in this condition with what's going on with it, it's in fairly great. Now this one has some case candy that I was not expecting at all. So as you see, we've got the game, but we've got a little card that's over here too, right there. So the game's over here, card's right here. And then we've got the manual on the backside. Well, what is this little card? See, this is what I'm talking about with case candy and different things. Make sure that you've got everything that you can get inside these, because they're charging you for this stuff, especially if you're getting complete in box stuff. Sometimes they're charging you to have some of this stuff complete in box. So this is a registration card for none other than PlayStation Underground. So this is one of the things that you could do as PlayStation Underground. And this is a pretty cool find here, because this is like nostalgia for me, bringing me back. So of course, on that front side that I showed you here, it's a registration. You can select what game system you're using: PlayStation 2, original PlayStation 1, Nintendo GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Xbox, PSP handheld. And then it would want the primary user's name, address, city, state, zip code, phone number, the purchase date, what PlayStation and or PlayStation 2 games do you prefer, and it gives you all the listings, you know, action, adventure, children's sports, extreme sports, fighting, music, puzzle, racing, RPG, shooter, sports strategy, and then it says what percentage of the time do you spend playing online. It gives you, you know, less than 25%, 25 to 49, 50 to 74, over 75, no limit, dial-up broadband 1856K, which that's a classic right there. If you don't know what 18K is, or 56K dial-up, y'all are spoiled, because we had that broadband IDNS cable DSL T1 through T3 connection. And so it gave you all that. And then it also gave you a fax number and a registration at the top. but this was a postcard that you could mail in directly to PlayStation Underground at one point in time. So that's a really cool find to come in Socom in a complete package here. It was something really neat. And then, of course, the manual itself is yay boodle thick. I mean, this thing is thicker than a Snickers, bro. I mean, it's pretty thick. It's got a bunch of pages inside of it, and it's got everything. It's even got the IBNS registration for the book that you can buy directly. I mean, it's got some pretty cool. It's got the strategy guide book. Let me put that over here so you guys can see. It's got the strategy guide book where you can get it, what you could get it from, and so that's kind of a special find on this game here. Let's look at the disc directly. So, of course, the front is not damaged, scathed, or wrote on in any sort of way, and the back is immaculate on this disc. It looks extremely well on this disc. And Blasted Machines, if you guys resurface these things, this was a great resurface on this disc. It looks extremely well for what it was doing. If it wasn't, if you guys got it directly the way it was with the NTSC direction on it, you guys did a wonderful job either way by picking this game up. So, this game is kind of a mystery, so it floats a little bit. Now, Socom 3 floats, so the game floats in price. So sometimes you can get it for $1.50 to $2. Sometimes it'll be up in fluctuation of price of up to $10. Sometimes it's a little bit higher than that. It just depends. So as of right now, the way that Socom 3 is running, this is about a $4 to $4.75 game inside the market is what you can expect to pay retail. If you're wanting to go a little bit lower than that, you can definitely find them at McKay's. If you're in the Chattanooga, the Charlotte, the Knoxville, the Nashville area, if you guys are in those areas, you can kind of go to McKay's and see if they've got a copy for you. They may be a little bit less than that. They might be a little bit more, just depending on how it's going and what it's doing. But that's what you can expect to pay for Socom 3 currently, about $4 to $5 roughly. You can get it a little bit cheaper. Some of the sites may have it a little bit cheaper, like DK Oldies or whatnot, but that's what you're going to be expecting to pay directly currently for the game as it moves through. So there's some other stuff that's going on here that I want to talk to you guys about as well. And the last but not least game that I got was Alpa Romeo Racing Italiano. Now, this game I've only seen one other time in person, and that was in Houston, Texas. I was visiting my my aunt at the time. She was actually watching me for a summer when I was a kid, and this game was one of the games that was in one of the stores down there. And that's the only other time I ever saw this game, ever saw it publicized, ever saw it for sale, ever saw it in a private collection. So this is the one and only game that I got that I was actually expecting to pay on the higher side for around $10 to $10.50 for this game. Maybe a little bit more than that, depending on condition, case, and if it was sealed. Sealed complete in box, you can expect to pay between $10.50 and about $21 for this game. Still currently to this day, sealed in box, complete with everything. But this was an open copy. It did not have the registration card inside of it. However, it did have this little bad boy, Jim. The Racing Italiano manual, which if it's got a manual by itself, it's $10, guys, just for the game. $10 just for the game with a manual. So, you know, I paid some good money for this, but overall, I came out under $30 for all these games. Let's take a look at the disc, see what the DVD-ROM. Now, this one has never been played. Never. This game was opened up, maybe put in one time, decided they did not like it, and it came right back in. There is no ringing around the ring. There's no scratching on this disc. There's no discoloration. There's no rerun. Like if you were to resurface a disc, you can see that there's something called a rerun on the disc from where it had been resurfaced. You can look and tell that the color is a little bit different. That one is pure gold. So the white back disc, that one's a pure gold disc, which means that it's never been resurfaced or never been retouched. And that's a really cool thing to see. Especially coming in. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys for coming in and being here with me wherever you guys are viewing. Okay? We're just doing a little bit of game collection reviews and stuff. And I think we're going to start with this to see if it actually works. We're going to start with the Racing Italiano and work our way backwards. Racing, Socom. We're going to put them in and see if they actually work. So let me switch over to that screen. Let me get the audio working for you for the PlayStation, and we will be right there for you guys. Just chill out with me for a minute. All right, we should be going to the live scene for you guys. So this is Racing Italiano, if it decides to load. Old school PlayStation stuff. Of course, I've got the wireless controller for it, which is held by my PlayStation, which is over here in the corner that you cannot see, or if you can see it, I do apologize. It looks like a hot mess over here right now. Now, this Alpa Romeo game, like I said, I've only seen it in the wild one other time, and that was when I was a child. I mean, I don't even remember what year it was. I want to say it was 03 or 04 when this thing was released. It may have been just a little bit later than that. 06 when this thing was released. So 05, 06 copyright on this thing. So, you know, my years are messed up, but I knew it was early thousands. Milestone. Now, this was done by Valcon 2. This was a renderware game by Valcon. Look at those graphics, bro. Front end still hasn't changed on some of those alphas. I'll turn my mic up just a little bit for you guys. All right, so turn that audio down just to hear it. Sounds like it's bouncing too much, like I'm overpowering it. All right, so look at these graphics, bro. That's crazy. That's nice. So my TV is directly over here where my hand is pointing, and you guys are right here where my hand is pointing now. So if you see me look over, that's what's going on. If you guys are in the chat with me, that's what's happening. So right now we're doing the Alpa Romeo playthrough. We're watching the disc just play this DVD beautifully as it's going through. Such a nice game, dude. Such great graphics. Like I said, this game has never been touched. You can tell it's never been touched by the way it's playing this going through. Racing Italiano. Pretty cool, man. Let's just make sure the menu works. All right, so we can retry loading data, proceed without loading. Because we don't have a save game on it. So we got to press the start button, of course. All right, we're going to start a new profile. That's going to be for me. We're going to do the old Arabbidb3aver. Delete everything. Sorry about this. This is how all the games used to be too, just packed out like this, man. You can go to the auto buy on this. So so this is very similar to Gran Turismo by the way that it's set up, by the way that the details are set up, by the way that it's confirming itself through. Your heart, your vision, your intimidation levels. Acceleration, recovery, focus. Anticipation, endurance, and all the way back, man. I mean, that's pretty cool, dude. You can do dynasty mode, instant action mode, multiplayer mode, my driver mode, which multiplayer is probably shut down. They probably don't have the servers up anymore for this game since it's so old. Profile management options. Just real quick, click dynasty mode and see what dynasty is about. Tours, challenges, and time assaults. Cool, man. So let's real quick look at my driver, which is on circle button down there at the bottom. Skills, your customization driver. So it gives you points and you have to do that. You have current rewards once you get to a certain place. This is pretty cool. This is a pretty neat little game. All right, so we know this game works. We know this game is going to be going through. It's going to play great. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Socom Navy SEALs. Let's back out of this. Sweet, man. I mean, I'm extremely happy with that. You guys hear the TV in the background. It's in the living room, and I've got this door open, and it's playing Grimm right now in the background. So, didn't realize that it was still on. Socom Navy SEALs is going to be next on this list, and you check it out and see what's going on with it. Now, like I told you, now this game has been resurfaced. I can tell it's been resurfaced by the way it's colored, and the way that it's got round circle brush marks on the surface. It in here. All right, it should be loading up ASAP for us. Thank you guys for coming in to be here. Thank you guys for Stream Elements for coming in and be here. Those of you on Streamlabs that are viewing us as well, thank you. Facebook Live, thank you so much for coming in and being here. Those of you that are out there in the world of Twitch and Twitter, thank you guys for coming in and being here. I appreciate you guys for coming in and being here with me. Those of you on Trovo, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, wherever you are at, viewing the Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver and also Wrestle Talk with the Arabbidb3aver channels. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, each and every time you come out and be here. Socom Navy SEALs is loading up directly. So this was a PlayStation Direct, I believe. I'm not sure. It's Zipper Interactive. I remember that. I remember it was Zipper Interactive, but I can't remember if this one was the PlayStation Direct or if 2 was the PlayStation Direct, where they only went to PlayStation by itself. One of these was PlayStation Direct. It was a console-only title. And then I know they picked it back up for the PlayStation 3, which I don't have that copy. I'm looking for that Socom copy, Socom 4, and any of the extra Socom stuff that they had for that as well for the PlayStation 3. So if you guys have any ideas, know where to pick it up at, you've seen it out there in the wild, please let me know. And I do want the entire controller set with it as well. If we're going to do that, I want that. I want the Motion Plus. I want everything to do with the Motion Plus. So if somebody's got Motion Plus controllers and the Motion Plus weapon, definitely let me know. Hit me up. I'm looking for that too. So as you see, we've got a quick deploy, a main menu. Let's go to the main menu and see what's happening on the main menu. Make sure that this game is going to roll for us. All right, it's got a boot sequence initiated here. All right, so Spectre. So this was the last login, 4/15/24, which is today. Is when our login's created, our last time deployed, our current rank, all that. So it's showing where we're at. All right, so we can choose a new campaign. We can do the online, which I don't think it's online anymore, or we can do our regular profile and extras. So under a new campaign, we're gonna go. Man, we're not anything special. We need to start training. Let's just make sure that it'll train and go through. Once we start playing and see that it's going to run, we're back out of this. Spectre, North Africa has been aborted. We've just received word that North African Patriotic Front. He's reading it to me. I didn't realize that. Okay, so this is all right. They're going to read that to me too. All right, so those are the first two things it's given to you. The dossier here. In the area with troops, anti-aircraft armor, so you'll need to get to the extraction point ASAP. It's located in the walled village marked on the map, and the terrain is rough, so you'll definitely need to use M114 armored vehicle to get through. Of course, M16A2 is what you're assigned with. Mark 23, you've got C4 locked, M67 is locked. You have a suppressor, 4x zoom scope, all that good stuff. A native Commander Damone, Freehold has an expert marksman's rating and specializes in military ops in an urban terrain. And of course, you can exit or whatever. So that's pretty cool that we've got that. This one does pop up. This one does play. I know it does because it's done the first two screens like butter. So let's go on out of it. Boom. Let's go to the next one, guys. Put this one up. And you see that beautiful Sony Entertainment screen for the PlayStation 2 loaded up. HotShots Golf3. Now, I remember playing HotShots Golf on my brother's PlayStation 2 that he had for a great long period of time. And he did some really excellent stuff with that PlayStation. He had a bunch of games that I just enjoyed, and most of them I actually still play to this day. I have a collection of them from what he had, and made a collection of them from that, of things that I wanted in the future whenever I was able to get my own money and do my own things and able to work for and just move forward for. And this was one of the things that we definitely got into. So let's see if this game is going to work for us, the HotShots Golf 3. Now, I got to tell you, Blasted Machine so far is shooting 2 for 2 on this as far as their collectability and their games and everything that's going on. And if you missed the first half of this, guys, you can definitely go back and check it out and see everything that was brought to you guys by PlayStation directly from Blasted Machines that I bought from them from the PlayStation 2. Just rewatch the video. Once it's done, get going with it. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted on all the good stuff that's happening here. All right. Clapping hands limited there. Now, this was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was its own brand. They did their own thing here, trying to get this off the ground. I think it was US PlayStation is who it was through. It was US PlayStation is who this was through. So this is what I remember directly. New game. Boom, we're going to create a new game. Scanning memory, which I don't have any memory, so we're going to do B3aver. 3aver. We the Beaver. Yeah, Beaver is on. All right, we're going to do Beaver, and we're going to do Blessing of Beginners. That is absolutely correct. HotShots Golf 3. Play data found on this memory card. Wish to create new data. Yes, let's create some new data and let it get it rocked over. We'll get it put in and let it see what it does directly for this, guys. It'd be excellent to see how it does. Sweet. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. We are doing some game review, some game pickup and game review today. I hope everybody is doing wonderful wherever you guys are at out there in the world. Thank you guys for coming into Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver. Appreciate you guys. All right, saving play data. Do not remove the memory card for PlayStation 2. Of course we won't. Saving complete. That was the strike sound. All right, single player, multiplayer, data, short courses, continue, which is be the storyline and option. Single player golf, stroke play, tournament mode, versus mode, training. Let's do some training. If it does training, it'll definitely play. So select your little golfer. That's actually who I look like. I look like the fat man. I remember playing the Aloha Beach quite a bit. Don't remember the mountain as much. Each player is ranked by the HotShots experience level system. That way you and your friends can see who's the best. You can achieve the rank of HotShots Golf Master. Course 2, hole 1 winner. Yep, we're going to confirm. Let's go. All right, so I do not remember how to do this. I don't remember if it's X. Yes. Music to my ears, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to do the next shot. 173 is where we're at. Way off. Going to hit right behind me. Got rough there. Okay. Not too good. We're going to try that one again. Not quite as far as I needed it to go, but that's a lot better.
On the green. Hit it in.
All right, so you got to read the plane. I remember that, but I don't remember exactly how to read the plane. Don't remember. Okay, triangle zoomed in, right? Change, yeah, you could change the left and right head view. Let's reset the camera. A little bit too far. I don't remember how to move the stakes though. 8.9 feet remaining. This is going to be definitely a challenge for me. Close.
Hit it in.
Got one finally. Okay, now we can move on to the next game. Let's move on to it and see. We're just trying to get a hang of this stuff because I don't remember all of this. Let's pull out. Return to the menu. Let it get back to the menu and then we'll restart this and I'll get something going. Excellent. Okay. Start. Boom. All right, so that was HotShots Golf3, guys. That was a beautiful thing that they did there for HotShots Golf. This is an excellent thing. And if you notice, I'm restarting the PlayStation every time that I'm putting a disc inside of it. There's a couple reasons to do that. One is, yes, you might be running the memory over and over again and having it restart itself, but you're not making that disk drive work 3 times as hard to catch up with the disk whenever you just take one out and put another one in. Fun. It's reset it, it won't have to do that at all. So it's a little trick that you learn over time, trying to keep your stuff, keep your equipment in good shape. So this is going to be coming through here. This is National Rifle Association's gun club here. So this game is a little bit rare. You don't see this out in the wild very often, just like the Great Escape and just like Alpa Romeo. Those are games that you just don't catch out in the wild all the time. So whenever you guys see them, pick them up. I mean, they might not be worth anything now, but who's to say 10, 15, 20 years from now, these collectors might be going crazy over some of these games that are just like this for a couple reasons. For one, they're not making them anymore. They're not doing remakes of them anymore. So you've got kind of the market whenever you see these things come out and do that. So if you see something like that. Now, one of the games that I remember vividly that kind of skyrocketed a couple years ago. It was like 99 cents for the longest time, was World Series of Poker. It went up to like $5 almost overnight and it stayed there. So it's one of those games that you can still find out in the wild. You can still find it everywhere because there's a bunch of people who are addicted to it. They made a lot of copies of the World Series of Poker, but God, man, it just skyrocketed overnight because of the value, the collectability, and how fun it was to play. Okay, we got to create some stuff. Would you like to create? Yes, we would. We're going to do that. Save data. Yes, we would. That's how we're going to do this. And as you see, the gun club loaded up just fine as far as this stuff goes. Now it's creating some stuff as well. This was part of the process of owning a PlayStation back in the day. Is you had to wait on it to decide that it was going to create everything and it was going to do anything. So this one's got quick match, mini games, game option, player list, certification mode. So plinking, the plinking course tests your accuracy and speed in a variety of targets in short, medium, and long ranges. To unlock multi-gun, you must be certified in short, medium, and long range. So as you can see, we're going to try shrink the short first. We're going to try to hit these things, but I don't remember a darn thing about this. Let's create ps2. As you know, we the beaver. Come on. B-E-R. All right, except the Arabbidb3aver is here. We're going to use one controller here. So start. All right, and then it gives you the guns that you can do. And it shows you the round capacity, the caliber of the bullet, how many rounds are in each weapon that you've got. And it looks like you start out with a 22 caliber. So that's what you're going for, is this 22 caliber. Then it tells you about each weapon as you're going through. This compact, rugged, small frame measures just 4.9 inches. It's 125 millimeter overall and weighs in at only 11.5 ounces, 325 grams. Features different colors. So features a 22 long rifle version that is perfect for inexpensive target practice and ideally suited for something. Let it go down. Features a lightweight gray ionized alloy frame, stainless steel side, tip-up barrel, a double single action, and then each weapon it has that for it too. You can just check it out and see what's going on with it. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool whatsoever. We're gonna select it. We're gonna see if we can plank on it and see what it does, how it's doing. Appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. We're just talking about some games, playing some games, showing you what some different things were, and we're just going through this section here to see if you guys remember any of this stuff, to see if you guys actually had any of this stuff and what we can do to keep you in some of this stuff. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I'm in the lovely comic book studios here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Thank you guys for being here. All right, so we've got some targets here. We got to figure out how to aim down the sights and shoot these targets. So ready to start, 1 to 3. It's a minute to go. All right. Well, I got to tear them all up. A little bit harder than normal, man. Can't get that can. Got 2 cans left. I don't know if I can hit them. Oh, that was perfect.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Out of time.
So I guess you got to hit the green whenever you're done, and I missed the time on it. But as you saw, I mean, you got some cool stuff that goes on with this game. This is pretty cool. Hard to hold it focus and shoot on this thing. As you see, don't trust me. Too shaky of hands.
Seconds. 5 seconds.
And when you think you've got it, you just don't have it at all in this game. All right, score 95, shots fired 29, 13 hits. So I mean, I'm sucking for as many shots as I have. 5 points, 10 points, accuracy 44. Round 3, you get another round at planking. Let's see what the third round is. Round 3 of 3. Let's go.
Seconds. 5 seconds. of time.
I mean, it's hard to do that. So accuracy was about 60% the last time. So the more you do it, the better you get. Apparently, just have to do it over time. But it was pretty cool. R1 is the shot button. L1 is kind of the focus button. And then you move with your sticks to try to get it through there. That's a pretty cool little thing, guys. I got to admit that. That's pretty neat to see. Accuracy overall is about... so you need to have 600 points in order to pass. I definitely did not pass. I failed that for sure right here in front of you guys. So that's what they're looking for. They're looking for 600 points. Looking for you to be more accurate. So you got to hit those little ones in order to get it. But that's pretty cool, man. That's a great little thing. And then the last game we're going to go over is going to be the Great Escape. Decides to roll through here. I believe they made this off of a movie. I just can't remember which movie. I can't remember if it was The Dirty Dozen or if it was another movie like that. But they made this off of a war movie. I remember that. I remember seeing this. Now, like I said, this is a little bit harder to find. Maybe the Great Escape movie itself is made it off of, especially with it being an MGM style thing. So, I mean, you're stuck in Germany. That's a pretty cool thing about this is you don't get to see very many of these very often at all. Sorry about that. I'm kind of talking with my back turned. You don't get to see very many of these games that often at all. So it's pretty cool whenever you find one in the wild of the Great Escape. It's one of the great things. That and the Alfa Romeo game, dude. So like I said, this Alfa Romeo game, this Racing Italiano, depending on where you're at, it depends on if you got this or if you could even come close to getting this game. So this was a pretty cool pickup. These two games directly, I have to say, were probably one of the better sides of the pickups there. The Gun Club thing was a pretty cool game as well. It's a pretty neat game, pretty interesting to see that they added this in here for the National Rifle Association and all the stuff that came with that. That's a pretty cool pickup as well. HotShots Golf3 is always a fun game, something that reminds me of my childhood, something that I definitely like to play, definitely something that I like to do as a kid. And then Socom 3, of course, we went through and saw some of the Socom 3 stuff that we did with that. And that one was the big surprise of all the games that we got. So this was Gotham Games, of course. As you see, Gotham was the one that helped put this one together and helped run this one out. But man, I can't complain overall. And like I said, Blasted Machine. So let's tell you. I told you it was under $30. Do you guys have a clue under $30 as what this was total for all of these games today? Anybody? So our goal is to do $30 or less and get as many games as we can each and every time that we go out. That's my goal. That's how I feel about it. If I'm going to do game shopping, I want $30 or less, and I want the best bargains that I could get. So today we come in directly. Let's get it in front of you at $29.58 today. That's including tax. So that was tax included. $29.58 is what we came out. So we were 42 cents short of the $30 goal, which is still pretty cool. I mean, we still made it today, but that's Blasted Machines Tech Shop for you guys. So let me show you their information here. As you see, let me get it in front of you guys. So that's their phone number directly, and that's where you can find them out. Blasted Machines is going to be right there. Blasted Machines Tech Shop, guys, right there on Wood Ridge Crossing in Cleveland, Tennessee. Beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Their phone number is right there for you. If you can't see their hours, let's scroll down here. 12 to 8, 12 to 10, 10 to 10, and Sundays 12 to 6. So great place to be. Good job to get these games, get these things going. And look, dude, the movie is running so smooth. This is almost like a brand new game. We're going to go easy. I don't ever play nothing on hard to start with. First time playthroughs are always on easy for me. I definitely want to make sure that they work and they go through. So it's pretty cool that, you know, we've got our own little stuff going on here. And we've got our own little things happening.
At least it's rather nice.
This one's a little bit low.
For us, it is not a matter for levity. There will be no escapes from this camp.
It is the sworn duty of all officers to try to escape. If they can't, it is their sworn duty to cause the enemy to use an inordinate number of troops to guard them.
The men under your authority have been most successful at this.
Interesting.
MacDonald.
Seems like Hogan's Heroes.
Recaptured, escaped, recaptured. Or Flight Lieutenant Sedgwick, 4 escapes. Squadron Leader Roger Bartlett, 11 escape attempts. Hendley, the American, 5. He even tried to jump out of the truck coming here.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to No Name Oz, man. No Name Oz came here last night and subscribed about 17 hours ago to the channel while we were playing Black Ops. Appreciate you coming in on twitch.tv and subscribing to us. We're going to give you a shout out here today too. Thank you so much for coming in and being a part of the dirty little Night Owl Club right here on the Arabbidb3aver channel. Appreciate you very much.
Give up your foolish escape attempts, and with a little intelligent cooperation, we can all sit out the war as comfortably as possible.
So the graphics weren't great on this game, as you could tell.
The goons think they have it all figured out, Bringing all the troublesome escapees.
But it's interesting to say the least.
Must have seemed like a good way to control the problem, or not. You see, we have a plan, an escape plan that is, and an outstanding group of gentlemen to carry it out. The first officer is a Scottish chap called MacDonald, a good sort, RAF pilot, a good leader of men. Gets on well with the lads here. I think he'll be valuable to us. Especially when you consider his bravado when that bombing raid got into a spot of bother over Germany.
Interesting. Welcome, guys. This is The Great Escape here. We're going over just to make sure that it plays through and it has some good stuff. And right now, the DVD side of it works extremely well. I think this game deserves a remake, to be honest with you. I don't think that it really got the credit that it deserved. I think they pushed it out a little bit too fast. But man, it was just such a great game. I think this was 2002, 2003 that this game came out. So this is one of the older PlayStation games too. This is before they moved into the Slim and the Super Slims models, and before they upgraded that graphics card just a hair to give it that last push into the PlayStation life. So this is one of those games that deserves a remake for sure. I'm turning it down just to hear so I can hear.
Sir, Jones is dead, and there are fires breaking out all over the aircraft. Stay at your post, Ward. I'll attend to it. Spreading! Hurry, sir! The fire is nearly into the bomb bay!
We got those fires put out. This kind of reminds me of like Turning Point Follow Man in a way, or Turning Point the Liberty one. I can't think of what the Liberty one was.
We've lost the tail gunner and we're under attack. I'm not going to be able to fight them off alone. Stay on the wireless, Ward. I'll take the rear gunning position. Stop shooting at us, you fool! We've taken a hit. Take that, Jerry. Shoot, sir. Shoot him. Stop shooting at us, you fool!
Who am I shooting at?
We've been hit!
Oh, this is a lot harder than you think it is. A lot harder than I remember.
We've taken a hit! Take that, Jerry! Stop shooting at us, you fool! More fighters are incoming, sir! What do we do? Let's not panic just yet! If we take another hit, we're in real trouble! Those fighters are gonna finish us off! Shoot, sir! Shoot him! Stop shooting at us, you fool! We're in trouble here! We need more support!
Don't remember it being this hard to get this dude, bro. All right, I got it.
Retreating. Good show, everyone. The back has started again. We've been hit. Sir, we're losing the port engine. Shall we abandon aircraft? Yes. Prepare to abandon aircraft.
That's how it started.
Have you destroyed the code book, sir? Ward, tell the group that Swing Baby is now lead. This is Haymarket Blues to group. Swing Baby is now lead. Right, men, just like the drill. Abandon aircraft.
There's got to be a door.
We've been hit.
I think I just died.
This is Swing Baby to Haymarket Blues. Bail out now and best of luck.
Well, they just lost a bunch of money. Pretty interesting, though. I can remember this just a little bit. Like I said, the graphics are a little shady as it sits. Got him going good. Got him going to the German camp here. This will conclude our review and stuff, man. But I'm telling you, such great stuff as we've gone through. As you see, the movies play great. So the Great Escape was definitely one of the better pickups today from them, from Blasted Machines in Cleveland, Tennessee. Got to give them a shout out, dude. Once again, dude, they were awesome today. Their pricing was awesome. It was fair. Socom 3 was a great game to pick up with the case candy, all the extra stuff on the inside of it, the registration card, the PlayStation stuff that came with it. HotShots Golf3 came from them. It was a great game today. The NRA Gun Club, I was really surprised to find this. This is a little bit harder of a game to find for PlayStation 2, but man, it was definitely there. It was available. And then, like I told you, this is the only second time I've ever seen this out in the wild, the Alpa Romeo Racing Italiano. And we have done all of them today. We've been able to see it. And like I said, for a whopping $30, it was $29.58. I told you $30, including tax is what I like to spend. And as you see, $29.58 we had. So they are located at Woodridge Crossing. It's 2173 APD 40, Cleveland, Tennessee 37323. You can find them on Facebook directly, or their phone number is 423-303-8335. If you guys are looking for some good retro equipment, retro games, you're looking for replacement stuff. If you guys need controllers for your PlayStation 2, controllers for your PlayStation 3, controllers for your Xbox 360, controllers for your original Xbox, controllers for your Wii, you need a sensor for your Wii, you need anything that you can think of that you've got. If you need the power cords, you need the audio and video cords, for any of your systems, they've got you covered, guys. Why don't you give Blasted Machines a call in Cleveland, Tennessee today? That's Blasted Machines Tech Shop on Woodridge Crossing, 2173 APD 40, Cleveland, Tennessee. You can find them directly right there, or call them, give them a call, 423-303-8335 is their thing. Monday through Thursday, they're 12 through 8. Friday, it's 12 to 10. Saturday, 12 to 10. Sunday is 12 to 6 p.m. is when it's going to be available for you guys. So that is it. Thank you guys so much. And before we go, man, I got to show you guys right here. So up here on my top right-hand corner, it'll be your left-hand corner of the screen, probably. I've got my merchandise store, which is available through Streamlabs. That's www.streamlabs.com/Arabbidb3aver/merch. Right under is the Streamlabs page where you can tip directly. That's www.streamlabs.com/Arabbidb3aver/home. You guys can catch me on either of those right there. You can see that the white one with the gray is my Streamlabs. And the reason that there's a big gray block there is because my content is not marked for children. So in order for you to watch it, you do have to agree to the terms and conditions of the channel, because I like to cuss and fuss sometimes. And I get angry and I throw stuff and kick stuff and destroy stuff from time to time. So, you know, I got to say, for what it is, it's been a great thing. So thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in and being here, being with us as we go through this and as we move through. And like I said, here at the Comic Book Studios in Cleveland, Tennessee, that was a great spot to stop at and definitely have a good time while we were there. You can catch all my social medias that are right below you. I'm also Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver, and also Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver on Spotify, iHeartRadio. If you catch me on Audible, I'm definitely there. If you guys are on Budspout or Podbean, I have my own podcast that's directly through that I should be putting up. Should be, if everything goes correctly within the next couple of days, should be having a new podcast come out for you guys. But it should be easy listening for you all that are out there in the wrestling world that want to know what's going on with wrestling currently, the current state of indie wrestling, and how we can make it great for you guys once again. So definitely catch up with me as it comes. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much, so much, so much, so much. Without you guys, this is not possible. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for coming in and listening to me rant for an hour, hour and a half. It's been 56 minutes, so about an hour today that we've ranted on about what's been going on. And guys, I have to mention, if you guys are in the McDonald, Tennessee area, you guys are in Ooltewah, Chattanooga, you guys are in Cookeville, you're in Charleston, you're in Cleveland, and you guys want to see a good wrestling show this Saturday, you definitely want to be at 130 McDonald School Road in McDonald, Tennessee. Championship One Wrestling is putting on a great show for you guys. The card will be released later this week. When I do the Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver, I will be announcing what's going on with that. And then Saturday, 10 a.m., I'm going to do a rewatch and a review of what happened last Saturday at Championship One Wrestling. So I definitely want you guys to be here and be available for that as well. Thank you guys so much, so much for coming in and being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, each and every time that you're here and each and every time that you're available to come in and be with me. It means the world to me. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here watching the Arabbidb3aver channel. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And until next time, you heard the news here first, and I hope you guys have good luck shopping for these games, finding these games, getting these things out in the wild, and finding some new stuff each and every day. So like I said, whenever you see something that you've never seen before, or you've only seen it once or twice in your life, you got to pick it up, especially if it's a reasonable price, because one day it might skyrocket. It might be through the roof. And then who knows, you might have one of the only copies that's available in good condition that you could actually sell or resell for the value that you want in on it. So right now, PlayStation 2 is kind of hot. PlayStation 3 is starting to get kind of hot as far as collectability for the console is concerned. There's a couple reasons for that. The first reason being that the collectability has gone up because they're not making games for them, number one. Number two, the PlayStation 2 has reached a peak and a plateau in its collectability rate, which means that all the consoles that are still working are still out there in the market currently, and they are not selling any new consoles of it. The last console that I saw that was an actual PlayStation 2 console was a slim console. It sold in 2015 at Toys R Us, and it was literally $8.33 is what they sold it for, just to get it out of their system altogether. So it was something that PlayStation had to X out and approve, but it was $8.33, and I watched a dude walk out with it. I was going to walk out with it that day when they knocked it off. I had to wait to get off work. They wouldn't allow us to buy stuff while I was working at Toys R Us to get it out. But, that's what happened there. So I ended up with a fat console. I ended up inheriting a fat console and using it to my advantage. Sir Hottie Fats a lot. Thank you so much for being here with me. I've got both of mine, Sir Hottie Fats Lot 1 and Sir Hottie Fats Lot 2, which is my PlayStation 3. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys for coming in. It means the world to me. And like I said, if you guys want to support this channel, that's the best way to do it is through streamlabs.com/Arabbidb3aver /merch or /home, either way, whichever one you want to go to, and leave a tip that way. You guys like what you see? I'd love to keep this content coming for you. Love to keep these games coming to you. Let you see more of it as they go forward. So thank you guys so much. Hey, No Name Oz, I appreciate you, dude. No Name _Oz, I should say. Thank you, guys. Thank you, man, for subscribing last night. Appreciate you. I gave you a shout out today. Gave you 2 shout outs last night. I'm so thrilled to have you as a subscriber to the channel. I would love to have you come back whenever you want to come back. So thank you so much. And thank each and every one of you guys that come in and view me on the regular basis and you don't subscribe. I'd love to have you guys as subscribers. I'd love to have you hit that heart, hit that like, hit that follow, wherever you guys are at, and hit that subscribe and that bell if you guys are on YouTube at Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver132, or Arabbidb, I should say, BEAV132. on that YouTube channel. Joseph D. Hughes, if you guys are following me out there on Facebook, Arabbidb3aver on Twitch, Arabbidb3aver, on Kick, Arabbidb3aver on Trovo, Arabbidb3aver2 on Kick as well. So I've got a bunch of stuff that's going on. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much. So much. I can't thank you enough. It means the world that you allow me the freedom to do this, allow me the freedom to be myself and who I am and do the collectability stuff that I want to do and also keep on with it. So thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate each and every one. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. And until the next time, definitely get you those good games. Go find you something rare. Go to McKay's, pick you something up. Hit the pawn shops up. Go look anywhere that you can. You never know where you're going to find anything. And definitely check out Blasted Machines, guys. That is the place to go. Like I said, I picked all this up for under $30, as you can see, the $29.50. I picked it up. Hit them up, guys. They are Woodridge Crossing, 2173 APD 40, Cleveland, Tennessee, 37323. Find us on Facebook is what it says. Or you can phone them 423-303-8335. Be a great place for you guys to go to get all your retro games, all your retro systems. They had a blue Nintendo 64 in stock for $159 today. They had a Sega edition, a sports edition Sega Dreamcast that was in stock. I didn't catch the price on it. They had a couple GameCubes in stock. They had a specialty GameCube, a Yu-Gi-Oh GameCube that was in stock. They also had a regular GameCube that was in stock. So they've got some systems that are in stock. A PlayStation 4 that was in stock. They have a Wii U display that's available. Now, I don't know if you guys know about the Wii U displays, but they were only sent out to stores like GameStop, Toys R Us, Electronics Boutique, the Electronics Boutique that are available, Game Exchange, certain places like that. Well, they ended up with actually one of the sets that came for that display, one of the display sets. They have one that's available for you guys if you guys are looking for a Wii U set to complete Wii U collection, and it's complete with the TV. The only thing it doesn't have is the console on the inside currently, but I'm pretty sure that he does have a console that will go with it if you guys will talk to him and see if you're going. So if you guys are out there collecting, looking for stuff, this is the dude that you want to talk to. He's got some other stuff that's available too. He's got some original Mario stuff, some of the original Mario plushes. He's got some of the original Mario boards. He's got some Dance Dance Revolution stuff. He's even got the Dance Dance Revolution boards. If you guys are looking for that stuff that are out there, he's got a lot of stuff. He's got the PlayStation 2 Dance Dance Revolution. He's got the GameCube Dance Dance Revolution. He does have a game pack with the Revolutionary pad in it. He also has a like an arcade style board that you stand on that's got the Dance Dance Revolution stuff in it. So I saw a bunch of good stuff today. He's got some really expensive games. He's also got a great collection of factory sealed games that's in there at Blasted Machines. Blasted Machines Tech Shop, Woodridge Crossing. It's 2173 APD 40, Cleveland, Tennessee, 37323. You definitely want to find them on Facebook. You want to message them. You want to call them in person or go and visit them in person. That's the best way to do it. Their number is 423-303-8335. I know I've plugged that a couple times. Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8. 12 to 10 Friday, 10 to 10 on Saturday, and 12 to 6 on Sunday is the days that they're open and the times that they're open. You guys should definitely check them out. It's definitely a place where you guys want to go to get all your games and all your stuff. So Blasted Machines, my overall experience with you over the last couple times I bought is I will give you an 8 out of 10. And the only reason that I'm not giving you a perfect 10 out of 10 is you're a little high on some stuff to me. You're a little over retail on a couple things, but hey, you got to make money too. I know that's the game. That's where it's got to be at. You got to be in there, but 8 out of 10 overall friendly customer service. The guys will chat your ear off behind the counter. The owner will chat your ear off if he hears you come in and he knows that you're looking for something specifically. He'll definitely get in there and he'll try to sell you something and try to get you going good with what you've got, man. So, they do have some sealed games, some sealed in box, new sealed in box that were factory sealed that started about $50 and go up depending on collectability. Now, like I said, depending on collectability is how much it's going to go. So they've got some stuff in there that's a couple grand. They got some stuff in there that's 10 grand. They got some stuff in there that's 20 grand. So you got to know what you're looking for whenever you go in, and you got to have the cash because he's not going to take anything less than what he's got listed for what he knows is worth in there. So, you guys definitely want to know about that. But Blasted Machines Tech Shop, thank you so much for selling me these good games, being friendly with me, keeping me up and keeping me active in doing this. And thank you so much. And I will see you guys on the next, product review that we do, either PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 1, Wii U, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I'll keep you guys posted on whatever we're doing next. GameCube, of course. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye bye, guys.